Good morning. I'm going to talk about the euthanasia. To start, what is the euthanasia? The euthanasia refers to deliberate action taken with the intention of ending a life in order to relieve persistent suffering. The euthanasia is when a doctor is allowed by law to end a person's life by painless means, as long as the patient and their family agree. Okay? But there are the assisted suicide. The assisted suicide is different. Okay? The assisted suicide is when a doctor assists a patient to commit suicide if they request it. Okay? It's different. But that doesn't matter. We are focused on the euthanasia. And the euthanasia can also be classed as voluntary or involuntary. The voluntary euthanasia is conducted with consent. The voluntary euthanasia is currently legal in Belgium, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, the states of Oregon, and Washington and the USA. Okay, and there are the involuntary euthanasia. The involuntary euthanasia is conducted without consent. Okay, the decision is made by another person because the patient is unable to make the decision. Okay, and there are two procedural classifications of euthanasia. There are passive and there are active. The passive euthanasia is when life-sustaining treatments are withheld. Okay, the definitions are not precise. If a doctor prescribes increasing doses of strong pain-killing medications, such as opiates, for example, this may eventually be toxic for the patient. Okay, and there are the active euthanasia. That is when someone uses lethal substances or forces to end a patient's life, whether by the patient or somebody else. Okay, and there are the case of Valentina Moreira. Valentina Moreira, who was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis as a baby, published an emotional self-shot video on her Facebook page, pleading for a meeting with Chilean President Michelle Bachelet. In the video, she said this. Pay attention. My name is Valentina Moreira. I am 14 and I suffer from cystic fibrosis. I need to speak urgently with the president because I am tired of living with this disease and she can authorize an injection that will allow me to sleep forever. What do you think about this? Yes, I know. You can saw the video on YouTube. But the cystic fibrosis is a genetic disease with no cure. Severely debilitates patients by clogging their lungs and organs with thick layers of mucus. Valentina, who weighs 77 pounds, realized death of another cystic fibrosis patient at her hospital. As of March of 2018, active human euthanasia is legal in the Netherlands, Belgium, Colombia, Luxembourg, and Canada. So, in conclusion, in most cases, the euthanasia is carried out because the person who dies asks for it. But there are cases called euthanasia where a person can't make such a request. And that's why the euthanasia is a controversial issue. Thank you for your attention.